What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka the freaking 10. So freaking excited. I got the vlog that's gonna go out, so don't think I didn't do it. It's actually out there along with this one, but now it's time to finish chapter 3, or start the finish to chapter 3, I should say, with Dull Knives Cut Better. Now, in Sinister Smiles, right, we saw this battle between the evil and good, right? The queen was having this inner turmoil where the evil was really starting to say, okay, I'm going to take hold. And she's like, no, contemplating hurting herself and all of these things. Now you actually get to the title of Dull Knives Cut Better. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this, right? Because I forget which one comes next. I have it actually. You know what? I take it back because y'all are amazing and y'all gave me that list. So we've got Queen of the Murder Scene, Psychotic Hunter in the end. I think, yes. So with that, right, I mean, we've got some songs left in it, and so I'm very curious to see, okay, how is this going to, is she going to stay evil? Is she going to stay good? Is she going to end her life? I mean, there's so many different ways they can go with this story. And I really enjoyed the vlogs in the sense from chapters 1 and 2 of listening to how they wrote it. And y'all will see my reaction. I came out of there not just appreciating them more, but really understanding their process, and realizing how much alike Pow is to when I was doing songwriting a lot, and taking inspiration. And I mean, a lot of songwriters do that, just their most random thing. But I really, watching that, I really saw just how much she reminded me of myself around that age. Probably, I guess she would have been a little bit younger when I started really writing songs. So it was just an absolute blast to watch. I absolutely loved it. And I couldn't be more excited to now go through and then watch, I think it was 26, where they go back and explain chapter 3. So that being said, let's switch it up and check it out. Very different.
The rush that's in my veins, I can't control it. Tell me why. This voice that's in my head is getting stronger. Tell me how. The aching in my bones is taking over. Tell me why. My blood ain't spilling red, I'm freaking out. Feeling for nothing at all.
Holy hell. I don't know why when I listen to the warning and I pick up a new song, especially within this concept album, of why I keep getting amazed. I know why, don't get me wrong. It's more of a being a little facetious there. The intro was great. I love that intro. And that first verse was fine, right? I mean, it was perfectly fine. I'll get to it in a second. But that chorus, holy moly, that's awesome. Wow. Just that, the melody, all of it. Now, Very interesting lyrics here, because when you think about where we were with Sinister Smiles, right now you're in this next little story, an internal battle. The rush that is in my veins, I can't control it. Tell me why. This voice that's in my head is getting stronger. Tell me how. The aching in my bones is taking over. Tell me why. My blood ain't spilling red. I'm freaking out. Feeling for nothing at all. 'Cause I found out dull knives cut better. Choke on all my scarlet letters. Don't know what I'm feeling anymore. Needles piercing through my brain, slowly inflicting the pain. I'm plucking roses but keeping the thorns. That is a brilliant freaking line for the pain and the agony and the turmoil that's going on. I'm plucking roses but keeping thorns. So, here we've got her losing control. I mean, there's no other way to put it, right? I can't control it. And I love how they do the tell me why. And then another one, right? Where she's actually having this conversation of, I can't control this rush in my brain, in my veins. Why? Right? There's a voice in my head that's getting stronger. Tell me how. There's an ache in my bones is taking over. Tell me why. My blood ain't spilling red. I'm freaking out. Feeling for nothing at all. And as usual, it's 4:30 a.m. So if I yawn, my apologies. Because I found out dull knives cut better. Now, my question, and maybe I'll find out in the next one, but if she's saying she found out dull knives cut better, she's not killing herself. That's the thing, because she's saying she's not. My blood ain't spilling red, so it sounds more. I hate using the term in this day and age of mental health struggles, but it sounds a lot like self-harm in the sense of like cutting, because I'm not getting the sense that she's actually taking her life, right? So to me, it's some type of self-harm, a form of cutting, obviously with the blood red. Yeah, slowly. Okay, yes, slowly inflicting the pain. I'm plucking roses but keeping thorns. That line is absolutely phenomenal. That line gives me chills. All right, let's keep going.
The truth sinks deeper, slipping through my fingers. Tell me why. It's ripping up my skin, can't take it back now. Tell me how. Am I supposed to understand or help me? Tell me why. I hate to live like this, can't save me now. Feeling for nothing at all. I found out dull knives cut better. You got all my scarlet letters. Don't know what I'm feeling anymore. Needles piercing through my brain, slowly increasing the pain. I'm plucking roses, but keeping that
Brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Okay. I know there's not any credits or anything. Okay. So here's the thing. That feeling for nothing at all and how they little change it there. Pow is 100% correct, right? Because we do want to drop a comment to say, oh, I hear this in that line, because that does sound like that 80s, 90s type of little riff right there. The chorus is absolutely freaking beautiful, but this line, okay, so I go back to thinking, yes, this is self-harm. The truth sinks deeper, slipping through my fingers. Tell me why. Pains ripping up my skin, can't take it back now. So yes, I believe truly my interpretation, and I would actually probably bet quite a bit on it, is yes, she's actually self-harming. Because there's nothing that indicates she's actually taking her life there. And tell me how. Am I supposed to understand? Oh, help me. Tell me why. I hate to live like this. Can't save me now. She's realizing that she's losing that battle, right? And she hates living like this, but that pain's ripping up my skin line. My God, that breaks my heart. The storytelling in this is absolutely fantastic, right? And then repeat the chorus of I found out dull knives cut better, choke on all my scarlet letters. Don't know what I'm feeling anymore, needles piercing through my brain. It's slowly increasing the pain. I'm plucking roses but keeping the thorns. That's one of the better lines I've probably heard in a song. And there's one or two lines that they drop into every song that just get me. And that's what I really love about their songwriting style. Because in this one, they don't go through a lot of a rhyme scheme, right? Because they talk about, they're using it, I can't control it, and then tell me why, and tell me how, and tell me why, right? You can kind of go with the how and out, right? Or obviously they're the needles piercing through my brain, slowly increasing the pain. But really, other than that, there's not a lot of rhyme to it, which is fine. You could do how now. But that's okay, because the story that they're telling is phenomenal. I want this as some type of play, because that first, you can almost hear it, right? And I'm going to keep this one short because we're almost at 12 minutes and I don't want to hit the 20-minute mark. But that rush that's in my veins, I can't control it. Picture that. Picture, this character, right? If they were to get someone right here, the same as the album cover, right? And she's looking in the mirror. And she's sitting there and talking about how it's rushing through her veins, and she's looking in the mirror and saying, tell me how. Right? And you kind of hear the music building. That voice that's in my head is getting stronger. Tell me how, right? Tell me. The first one is tell me why. I mean, you can vividly picture this battle. Freaking brilliant. Oh, man. I will not admit, okay, before I go through my spiel with notifications and all that, I'm not warned. Okay, yes, I'm warned. I love just replying to y'all with that because it is fun. But yes, I'm a huge fan, obviously. But I don't, the thing I like about the warning is when I react to them, I react to a lot of bands over and over, right? Ginger, Nightwish, Sabaton. And anytime I go down these rabbit holes, I have gotten comments. Now, I haven't on the warning yet of, chasing views with a band. And I want to make very clear is that there's a reason I react to the same bands over and over. And then I insert new bands as y'all give me recommendations. And that is simply that when you're coming to this from a songwriting perspective and from a lyrics perspective, to me, you want to follow a path, right? You want to see the writing style. And so when I cover a Tatiana with Ginger, or, Tuomos with Nightwish, or, Par and Joachim with Sabaton, I love watching their writing styles and going from the older ones to the newer ones and seeing the psychology of their writing. And so this has nothing to do with views, because if I didn't like their writing style, and there's been plenty of bands you'll notice that I don't cover anymore, or it just didn't click with me. But this writing style is phenomenal. So with that being said, I got a couple more versions of this to come. If you liked the video, hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Also, if you like the content I'm putting out, hit that subscribe button. Keep in mind, I post sometimes anywhere from 18 to 20 videos a week. I am the hardest but smartest working reactor out there. I say that because of how I record my stuff. I don't edit things. And so when I hit that record button, as I showed y'all in my video, I'm live. You get the reaction. I hit end. I create the thumbnail. I post it, right? So I'm able to create a lot more content for y'all a lot quicker. Work smarter, not harder. When you work in business process improvement, you tend to look at things that way. So anyway, if you like the content, Monday, Wednesday, Sabaton Ginger and Nightwish, and then a bonus video, and then Tuesday and Thursday is dedicated to Sabaton history and the warning. And then Friday is Free for All Friday. Y'all give me a request. I've got over 164 sitting in the backlog. So I'm knocking those out every week, but it's going to grow. I've got plenty of content to come for y'all. So please just hit the subscribe button. If you want to support me more for the time that I do this, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and starting this, you can go out to buymeacoffee.com/JTMMTV. That's buymeacoffee.com/JustTenMoreMinutesTV. And you can support me there. It's always appreciated, but please never required. Never. There's also merch if you click on store on my channel. I've got the 2K celebration with hoodies and all these things. I will have the poster up right over there soon. I'm going to be getting that today. And then getting a frame and have that back there. So that's going to be awesome to have in the background. But I absolutely, each one of y'all is amazing. I love the Warning Army. I absolutely love y'all. Y'all are some of the greatest fans I've seen. And I cannot wait to continue this journey, not just with Queen of the Murder Scene, but I want to see the evolution of their writing. So I haven't decided if I'm going to go backwards or forwards with the next one, but we'll tune in and see. Anyway, time to get the live versions and see what other versions of this is out there. So with that being said, I'll see y'all next time. I'm not going to switch it up or any of that. Got more to do. I'm out.